Howdy. I'm here today to do a little science. The Northwest Land Conservancy has got owls, and one of the things that the owls have been leaving for us at our as yet undisclosed location are owl pellets. Now, when owls don't have any teeth, they don't chew things up in their mouths. They pretty much swallow them whole, and it goes down into a part of their stomach called the gizzard, which has these rough areas on it, calcified bits that actually do the grinding. And then when they're done, they kind of squeeze all of the nutrients out, and then anything that's left over, they cough up as an owl pellet. And an owl pellet looks, I don't know whether it's going to be focused or not. Owl pellet kind of looks like that. And today we're going to go looking at the inside of these owl pellets, but since we need to be a certain amount of caution in terms of diseases and things, what we're going to do first is sterilize them. In a perfect world, I put them in an autoclave for about 20 minutes and then put them in an oven for about 10 or 15 minutes to dry them out. I don't own an autoclave. I don't have access to an autoclave. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put them in my oven for about 45 minutes. I've preheated the oven to 235 degrees, and we'll let them sit in there for about 45 minutes. That's going to get them up above a temperature that will kill almost anything that could be growing in them. And then we will go to the second step, which is to actually dissect the owl pellets to see what the owls have been eating. This is useful to land managers because it's a really inexpensive way for us to do mammal surveys. So the small mammals, any small mammals that they're eating, any other stuff that they're eating, we'll be able to find that in the owl pellet, and we'll be able to answer the question, what small mammals are out in a significantly large enough sample that the barn owls can get them to eat them, and we can actually do some statistics on how many of each kind of animal there are and get a pretty good guess at what the population is of individual types of small mammals. So I'm going to pop these into the oven. Set the timer for 45 minutes. Turn off the camera, and then in another 45 minutes or so we'll come back and we'll start the second part of this adventure. Here we are about 50 minutes later. We have our 3 owl pellets. 1, 2, 3. They've all cooked for 45-50 minutes. And so they should be pretty well done. I'm still going to wear gloves. I have a mask on, and I'm going to be doing most of my work with 2 disposable wooden skewers here. I may need to use my knife a little bit, but mostly it's all stuff that I can roll up and put into the trash when I'm done, so that we stay nice and sanitary. You can see in this one already that there's a little piece of skull showing in this one, so I'm going to start with this one, and we just very carefully break it apart to see what we can find. And there is, whoops, I don't want to get too crazy, but I'm gonna See the bits of skull. Looks like one piece of skull there. That looks, what is that? Oh, I think, hang on a second. Yeah, that first bit of skull that we found, I think that's it right there. That looks like a piece of shrew. I could be wrong. No, that's not shrew. I'm wrong. So anyway, it's just a matter of carefully pulling all of the matted bits apart to see what we can find. That is a piece of hip bone there. That is a leg bone. These are all rodent parts so far. There's another hip bone. And there's the skull right there. This would be a vole skull. The microtus that were this size that I found in the previous skulls from the same source were Oregon voles, Sorex oregoni, and so see if we can get enough of this scraped clean so that get a good look at it. So there it is right there. It's a little vole skull, Sorex oregoni. Right there. See the two incisors in the front, which indicate that it's a rodent. Let's see if there's anything else inside this. There's a lower mandible right there, probably from the same animal. Oh, there's another one. That's another lower mandible. One of the ways that you can tell whether you've got the same, whether you're dealing with the same critter or a different critter, is to try to match them up. This one is much larger than this one, so these are probably two different animals. However, this is a right mandible and that's a left mandible. That's hard to know. Probably two different individuals, though. Keep breaking this apart, see if there's anything else in here. More leg bones. Oops, this feels like another skull maybe. Let's see what happens. It is the smaller one. Nope, it's, what's it breaking? It's breaking apart as a, yeah, I don't think that's a skull. Alright. It's just a lot of leg pieces and stuff. There's another wad. One more big piece here to break up. Oh, and there, now that is another skull right there. Alright, so we had two different, there's the other jaw that goes with that one. And actually that's got both pieces of jaw there, so we're up to maybe three different critters in this one bolus. I broke the top of the skull off of that one. But there's another Microtus. Looks like another one, the same approximate size and shape, so that's probably another Oregon vole. And so it's there's a rib bone. Leg bone. Alright, well, it's not important that we get every single bone out of there. What we're going to be doing is counting jaws and skulls to know what the real number is here. So we'll start on the second one. Break it up, our leg bones. Another skull, looks like maybe not. Oops, something big in there. I heard it pop. Yep, another skull here. This is a pretty good sized one. This may actually be a different vole. It's got a longer brain case. I think this might be a Oregon vole. And again, it's got a pretty short snout, so hard to say. Yeah, this is Townsend's vole here. And I'll show you why I think it's different here in just a second. Get some more of the matted fur away. Townsend's vole is larger with a bigger head, bit longer snout. The lower jaw is actually still attached to it. I don't want to pull on it too hard and start breaking things. Anyway, if you look at this one, you'll notice that the cranium is longer and it's square in the back. And this one doesn't really show its cranium very well, but this one has a shorter cranium and it's round in the back. And so those are two different species of vole there. Townsend's vole here and probably Oregon vole there. So in the second wad here we have a different species of vole. And we're only halfway through the bolus. So let's see if we can break up another one here. It feels like that's another skull. Looks like a pretty good sized one too. And then again, oh, there it is right there. And it's another small one. This is another Oregon vole, most probably, based on the size and the shape. Small one, jaws popping off the bottom there. Now that's another Oregon vole, and what's in this little knob here? That's not much. Okay, so hopefully you're getting the idea of what taking the owl pellets apart consists of. In this particular case, what we seem to be finding almost exclusively are voles. That's actually kind of what we expect. In the last batch, I also found some shrew parts, which key out to the Pacific water shrew. Not, oh, wait. Speaking of, no, that's another vole. Boy, that's a little tiny one though. So there's another vole. And I want to make sure, I don't want to extend things too long here. I want to make sure that we keep the video down to a reasonable size. And so I'll do the last one off camera, and if I find anything special, I'll include it at the end of the video. But that's the process right there. And let's take these parts, and we'll keep them for accounting purposes. And the rest of this, there is no really good reason to keep anything except head parts, because the head parts are the part that we are really the only part we can use to identify these guys. And so there we go. All right, the dissection of owl pellets. Here are the skulls from all three pellets. Looks like we have 3 that are almost certainly Townsend's vole, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are more probably Oregon vole. I didn't find any shrews in this batch. And I'll double check that particular skull right there. No, I take it back. That's fine. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 skulls. 5 of them Oregon voles, and 3 of them Townsend's voles. And that looks to be consistent with the last batch, minus some shrews.